Welcome everyone, I'm Tips, and today I'm doing part 1 of Deku at Ichigo's powers. Now, something I want to mention is that in the update video I said, before this, I said I was going to do what if Deku was Angel Devil, but I decided to not do that, as it would that's a what if that needs to be rewritten, as I didn't like the product, the outcome. Well, there are a few more things other than that, but also, we're coming to this video, so if I sound tired, I'm recording this late at night. Sorry if it sounds more echoey, I'm in a more open room than I usually record my videos in. And also this is a what if from like 2 years ago, so I barely remember some plot points, or maybe I might mispronounce some things. But yeah. Now let's start. As this what if, I need to mention that people will be able to see spiritual beings, that basically just being deku. Right, just so that there are actual fights. So people can see Deku when he's in a Shinigami form. Oh, yeah. Also, Bleach powers I will bring down a lot. Because, like, Bleach power scaling is way stronger than My Hero ones. So, yeah, it won't be as strong as, like, when Ichigo first got his Shikai, he was already planetary level, almost. Planetary level, as his power shaking the entire planet when he just unlocked Shikai, nowhere near captain level. Also, Deku's personality will be a bit different and more aligned with Ichigo, so more brash and reckless, I guess. And would be more serious and would already have a strong body like Ichigo. Due to this, he would put up more of a fight against Bakugo, but still getting beat, with Bakugo getting stronger every time, as using his quirk to take down Deku, and whenever Deku does get stronger, Bakugo just knock him down even more, and then Bakugo even stronger. Yeah. As it's opened up to Deku on the final day of his time at school, before the 10 months for UA, as a teacher would walk in. "Calm down everyone. I've got your application for your high school." Is that, what am I kidding? Oh no, you want to be heroes? As he said this, the teacher would throw papers into the air, with the class all standing up and using their quirks, except from two students. "Don't put me in with these extras, teach," said a boy with spiky blonde hair. "They'd all be lucky enough to even become psychics for some nobody." Hearing this, the class would get angry at the blonde. Calm down, the teacher said. "Now, if I'm right, Bakugo, you're going to UA, right?" Hearing this, the class would mumble. "Oh, right, Midoriya, you're going too." Hearing this, everyone would continue to murmur, whilst looking at a slim yet tall green-haired boy staring out of the window with a trance. "Hey, is he sure? I mean, he's quirkless," said one. "Yeah, but he can still beat most of us in a hand-on-hand fight even with our quirks," said another. "Yeah, but still, that won't be enough." As eventually Bakugo would yell at Deku. "Hey nerd, if you dare enter, I'll make sure you never go to school again." As he said this, the team would be about to send an explosion at Deku's desk, but would be cut off by getting punched directly into the face by Deku, sending him to the floor. "Huh? What are you doing on the floor?" said Deku. "Was that just instincts?" thought everyone. "Mr. Midoriya, I know it might be your last day, but please refrain from violence. I'll let it off for now, since it was self-defense," the teacher said. "You got it," said Izuku. As we skip to after the day, as in his classroom, Deku would be laying on his back against a wall, on the ground as Bakugo and Sakis were stood over him. As Bakugo, who would have some blood trickling from his mouth, would leave with a smirk, and Deku would pick himself up, walk down to the ground floor, and find his hero notebook Bakugo had burnt and sent out the window. "Man, this sucks," he said. As he would keep on walking, he would find himself under a bridge. So he would take out a large badge the size of his palm, with his skull and cross on it, which would be on screen. If you don't know, it's his soul badge. Flashback to an 8-year-old Izuku, as he would be walking with Inko after school on a bridge. As young Deku would be walking, he would notice something in the distance. A little girl was standing on the edge of the bridge. But as soon as he did go near the girl, she would grow a smirk as Deku would black out. As waking up, Deku would find himself on the hard concrete, with his dead mother laying on top of him with a large gash on his back. As in his shock, Deku would find the badge next to him. As he touched the badge, he would hear a distorted voice. "Shinigami." As Deku would black out. would end the flashback. I don't know what this badge is or what killed you, Mum, but I'll find out. I know it. But Deku wouldn't have much time to think, as the manhole cover would come bursting out of the ground, as a green sludge would pour out of the hole. As the sludge would grow eyes and mouth. Hey kid, give me your body. What? As the sludge would launch a sludge arm at Deku. But Deku would dodge backwards, only for the arm to slap Deku into a concrete wall of the bridge, as the sludge then would envelop Deku. Sorry kid, didn't know the freak was in town. Damn it, I'm struggling to breathe, Deku thought. Maybe this is the end. As Deku would be passing out, he would glimpse at the badge and try to reach for it. Oh, guess it's important here, huh? The villain said, picking up the badge. I know, for giving me this bodger, you die holding this thing. As the villain would swing the badge at Deku, it would land on his chest. Sorry, Mum. Guess I couldn't. Wait, not when I don't know what happened. As the badge would start to glow. What the villain spouted, as the badge would enter Izuku's body as if it was water, leaving ripples in the boy's chest. In Izuku's mind, he would hear a familiar voice. Shinigami. As a sudden burst of golden energy would envelop Izuku, causing an explosion of golden light sending the villain out of Deku. And as the golden light would dissipate, Izuku would be standing, wearing the familiar Shuakusho of the Shinigami that we all know from Bleach, hopefully. As in Izuku's hand would be ichigos Shikai we all know. Is that your quirk then? So that's why you reached for the badge. I guess it's on my part. Now I'm going to kill you. The villain would be cut in half by Deku already in front of him, but the villain would stick itself back together. That hurt, kid. But as the two were just about to clash, suddenly a figure would come out of the manhole. No need to fear, for I am here. As the figure would reveal himself to be All Might. Seeing this, Deku would break out of shock and get out of the way as All Might would throw a punch, dispersing the villain across the bridge. As Deku and All Might would gather the sludge in bottles, All Might would tell Izuku, Now then, young man, I know it's self-defense, but may I remind you that you are not allowed to use your quirk on others, even if it's a villain. Quirk? Izuku asked. Well, yes, that clothing you're wearing and that sword is your quirk, right? As Izuku would realize what had fully happened, and what he was now wearing. Yes, it is. Alright then, well I'll be off, then stay safe, younger Midoriya. You too. As All Might would jump away, Izuku would instantly fall over onto his backside. What the hell just happened? All I remember was getting suffocated by that villain, and then when I touched the badge, there was a voice. The same one when my mum died. What am I wearing? What's up with this blade? Is it my quirk? Wait, no, it's not possible. I'm quirkless. So what the hell is this power? And how the hell do I take it off? As he said this, suddenly the clothing would start to disappear, as Deku's badge would appear in his hand. As questions would plague his mind, Deku would find his way to his apartment, as his father, Midoriya, had been sending money to Izuku to pay for rent and Deku's needs, as Ishi was always working abroad, though Deku still doesn't know what that job is. As Izuku would check his mail to find a letter. Sitting down, he'd read the letter, which would be his father congratulating Deku for surviving school and good luck in getting into UA, and also an apology for not being there. Also in the letter would be Deku's money for the month and extra money to freely spend. Soon after, Deku would fall asleep. As the next day, Deku would learn how to transform using the badge, and would go to a quirk doctor and register his powers related transformation quirk, and would name it after the voice he hears when he transforms, Shinigami. Though the name meaning Death God might not be the most heroic, Izuku was sure of the name, as he would discover a few abilities of his power. First of all, whilst transformed, Izuku could use this energy he dubbed Reishi, which was a name that just naturally came into his mind. Anyways, with Reishi, Izuku can walk in air as if it was solid and sense the location overall power of someone, whereas there seems to be no real ability to the blade. As for the next 10 months, Izuku would train his new power by himself, as there isn't that many other people to train him. So the day of the entrance exam would roll around. As Izuku would enter the UA building, he would sit down, finding himself next to Bakugo, as he would skip over the writing portion of the exam, to eventually present Mike to Izuku's As eventually, to Izuku's excitement, President Mike would walk onto stage and explain the practical test. As eventually, Ida would try and call out the lack of info on the fourth robot, and Deki's mumbling. Skip to when Izuku and his group would be in front of the gate to their city. Izuku trying to check on Uraka, but being stopped by Ida, who continuously berated Izuku. Deku holding the urge to punch the boy with glasses. As the gate would open, Deku would instantly take out his badge and transform. Holding a sword with one hand, he would instantly cut a couple of 2-pointers near the entrance. "Hey, he can't do that!" shouted Ida. "What are you doing? There's no countdown in a real battle. Throw that kid!" President Mikey said. As the rest of the students would rush to destroy robots, Deku would already have around 10 points and would be walking on air, destroying some robots' heads. Skip some time as Izuku would be sitting on top of a building. I'm pretty sure I've got enough points. Though Izuku wouldn't be able to rest, as suddenly the whole area would start to shake with screams. "What the?" Deku remarked, looking out at a massive robot with number 0 on it. "Yeah, no," as Izuku would start to walk off. The test should end in a few minutes, though he would stop when he heard a high-pitched scream. "Somebody help me!" That voice screamed. That voice called. Instantly, Deku would turn around and jump down onto the ground. Source of the scream being the girl Izuku tried to comfort before, who would have her legs trapped under some rubble, as the girl would just be about to be crushed by one of the robot's hands. "Oh no you don't," as Deku would use his blade to block the hand, with a hand on the back of his blade, holding it up. "Damn, he's strong. Hey, can you get out?" "Yeah, I can use my quirk." As the rubble would float as she touched it. Grabbing the girl, Deku would retreat out of under the hand. "Hey, can you walk?" No. Damn, if I carry her, the injuries could get worse, he thought. As he would say, "Man, this sucks." Putting the girl down, Izuku would turn to the robot. Hey, what are you doing? "I can't get you out of here without getting you more hurt, so I have to fight this pile of junk." As he put 2 hands to his blade, Deku would rush at the 0-pointer. As the robot would fire its arm at Izuku, he would jump and run up the robot's arm, the robot crushing him with the other hand. Though Deku would block it just like before, this time he'd be able to cut the fingers off the beast. However, missiles would come out of the finger stumps, Deku blocking with his blade, but would still get hurt and sent crashing to the ground. This is fun," Izuku muttered. "Stop!" yelled the girl. "Please, just run!" "Hell no. It's the job of a hero to put their life on the line for someone, even if they say no," Deku said, with a grin, standing back up and pointing the blade at the robot. "But how am I going to destroy it? If his fingers were that strong, and how am I supposed to get his head?" As he said this, he would hear the voice in his head again. As he would gain a grin, as if he instantly knew what the voice had meant, Izuku would run up the air to the robot's head. As the blade would be covered in a golden energy, he'd swing it vertically whilst shouting what the voice had said. "Getsuga! Tensho!" As he said this, he'd swing the blade down as a large golden crescent-shaped attack would cut the robot in half. As this will be the this part of what if Deku had Ichigo's powers. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to comment your opinion on any ideas of it. I'm open up to any criticism. I am recording this quite late, and I don't know if the microphone is pitching, or my phone's pitching, because I'm actually home alone, so I'm actually able to voice act properly, I guess. But I'm also in more of an echoey room. Stuff is going on in my room, so yay. Anyways, yeah, if you guys want me, just like, if you want any what ifs done, just comment it. I'll make sure to do them. I probably am, as long as one person wants the what if, I'm going to do it. Now, in case you want, you can also add any more characters or powers from Bleach you like me to add into his version of my hoe. Say a character or that character's advisor or a Sparta or Quincy. As Izuku has Ichigo's powers, he will have all those other powers. Don't know how I'll work Quincy into there, but we'll get into that without spoiling the anime. Anyways, yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, or else I'll throw a potato at you. Goodbye.